Look at this. There are 3,727 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it daily. I got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos, up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where we talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you guys, smash the like button for me. If you came into cryptocurrency to make life-changing money, to make so much money you never have to work for anybody else ever again, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to keep you updated daily with the news that moves the markets, Bitcoin technical analysis, altcoin trading setups to help you make some profits. Jumping right into the market today in crypto, Bitcoin. So we're going to start at the weekly chart. A lot of people have been very emotional about the pullback that we had over the past few days. Just to remind you guys, so essentially Bitcoin had this pullback, ran up to the upper trend line of this rising wedge, pulled back down to the bottom. So just to kind of show you what we've covered over the last few days on this channel, this is a bearish idea for Bitcoin. So this is confirmed. You get this continuation of the downside. Possibly you see 11,700, possibly even a scammy wick down to 11,500. And I talked about 11,500. So let's see where Bitcoin ended up. Got down here at 11,560. Pretty close. I've got some amazing shout outs to my trading group. This person emailed me today and it was awesome. Like it was the best feeling in the world today. You know, money's not everything, but I promise you this, money makes things a lot better and a lot easier. And you wake up, you don't have to worry about your bills. When bills become just something that gets in the way, that slows you down, and you're like calling your electric company up, like, can I pay for the year ahead of time? Like it just becomes a nuisance. The game changes, right? And so you want to get to that point where all your bills are paid off. You don't have a house payment, no car payments, no debt. This gentleman sent me a note and he said, my portfolio, when I joined the group, he joined back in April. He had a $100,000 portfolio and he's grown it to about $400,000. He sees that it's realistic. He thinks that his portfolio could 10 and 20x before the end of the bull run. I think 10x would be a realistic goal. If you want to do more than 10x, you have to put some technicals behind these ideas. You have to put a strategy behind these ideas. Life-changing money is going to happen over the next year to 2 years. Watch. This person stated, I made 100% growth in less than 3 months. I went from $10,000 to $20,000. Most people that join the group do not have $10,000 or $100,000 in their portfolio. This person said, hey, I started out trading with $100. And I tell people, like, learn to trade with small amounts. Started out with $100. My portfolio right now is $1,000. He went from $100 to $1,000. He says, I'm sure I'm going to turn this 1,000 into 10,000 and then 100,000. You know, I had a buddy of mine who took $600 to $60,000 in 2017. You know, he started with a small amount. $600 to $60,000 is solid, 100x, right? And so we got to get you guys to that point. And that's all there is to it. And so I appreciate the opportunity to share these ideas with you. I'm real big on technicals because it's a game changer. I know it's what it's done for my life, and I get these comments every single day, and I know what it's going to do for you guys as well. Let's go back out to the weekly chart. A little tiny red candle on the weekly, right? Little tiny red candle. Do not get emotional about this market. If you are getting that emotional, overly emotional, you have too much money in this market. Right, you have too much, because this is nothing. This is nothing. I mean, imagine, look at this run up to 20,000, where in a week, Bitcoin went from 20,000 down to 10,000. Poof, it's gone. Imagine that. 50% of your portfolio disappears in an instant, in a week. Then it ended up bouncing, and probably you closed the week down about 30%. This is what you're in for, okay? Do not get emotional about this market, especially think about this run up to 14,000. You can see right here, Bitcoin ran up to 14,000, and then the week later, it ran all the way down to 10,000. People FOMO'd into the top, and they lost 40%, and everybody panic sold, right? You guys understand this market. Most people in traditional markets would call this a pump and dump. Right? Anything that, even Bitcoin, anything that runs up from $800 to $20,000 and then a year later it's at $3,000. This is very high risk trading. This is an emotional roller coaster. Welcome. Make sure and spit out your chewing gum and make sure and fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to freaking be on an amazing run, an amazing bull run going forward. But you're gonna get, and we did here, got big 30% pullbacks, 35% pullbacks, 44% pullbacks in a bull market. That's what we're in for. Prepare yourself. You cannot be emotional. You have to detach yourself from your emotions. And again, a lot of that comes with people who are like all in, like, I'm selling my house, I'm pawning my freaking car, my kid's college fund, like we're going to make it back in this amount of time. And so, hey, like they're going all in, and that is not the way to trade this market. That is not the way to invest in this market. All of a sudden people take all their 401k out, and all of a sudden they're their own financial advisors, and they don't really understand how this market works. So I'm going to do everything I can to keep you guys updated on how this market is moving, how this market works, and you can count on me for daily videos covering these ideas. Now, we talked about this double bottom. Okay, this is a bullish pattern. The price action on the weekly is still above this breakout line or confirmation line. Okay, so still, you could easily put in a pullback down here to 11,500, close the weekly above there, and then see a continuation of the move higher. Another thing that's in the cards, we'll talk about it here, zoom into the 1 hour chart. So this is zoomed in, okay? Previously, you had these green boxes. So essentially the price action moves in a pattern and continues in a pattern until it doesn't. So we just have to assume this continues. Okay, so here we ran up to the top, got rejected hard, right? Here we didn't quite make it to the top. Here we ran up to the top, we got rejected, but not as hard. Like this is one big candle, okay? So that means, sellers were not quite as strong as they were previously, but they still obviously some bearish sell side pressure. But look down here. Notice you get these little double bottoms. Double bottoms are reversal patterns, right? Here's a big double bottom reversal pattern, okay? So look, we come down here and you get these double bottoms. If we get a situation like this, some of the best altcoin trading that we had was right here. Was these double bottoms, right? These alt BTC pairs, these small caps take off when Bitcoin's doing nothing. So is that the scenario that's going to play out? Is this lower trend line going to hold for Bitcoin? Bitcoin runs the show, right? Do not forget that for a second. I know everybody loves to trade altcoins and they're all into these small DeFi coins and coins on Binance, but at the end of the day, Bitcoin runs the show. Notice, this is very important to understand. If this breaks lower, the downside target is 10,600. Okay, if it holds, even over the next couple days, like through the weekend, we could see the market recover as a whole, 6 to 8% as a whole, okay? That right now we've got bullish divergence on the RSI, MACD, and the histogram. They've essentially been playing out as Bitcoin's trying to bottom, and the trend is trying to reverse right here. Okay, bullish divergence is playing out. If you want to understand one thing about trading and about technical analysis, divergence is a game changer. It allows you to see what the price action is going to do before it actually happens. Okay, it's about as close to a crystal ball as you could get in trading. You've got to learn divergence. So just to put this out there, the trend is trying to reverse, but if it doesn't hold, you'll see 10,600 on multiple occasions over the run up to 14,000 and 20,000. Even though these are bearish rising wedges, okay, they did break higher and we got exponential gains. So the probabilities kind of change when you're on the right side of a double bottom. So you're over here, okay, you're over here. Like these rising wedges break higher, so that is possible. But just keep in mind, you do not want to be part of this market when this Bitcoin pullback happens. You were worried about a pullback from here to here. Imagine if it happens again, right? That's the type of move you would be looking for. So stop losses in place, pay attention to this market. You got to learn to trade this market. Here's FTM up 80% in 1 month. 80%, even after, like FTM didn't even get phased by this recent Bitcoin volatility, right? We're buying FTM, and I talked to you guys about this. Phantom Finance is going to be launched very soon. Talk to you guys about this in a video. Trading right now is a little bit high risk, but here's the setup. FTM, DLT, nice cup and handle, okay? You want to buy the breakout of this falling wedge. Again, I'd like to see some, I make these videos every 24 hours, so I'm kind of limited. If this thing takes off before, 24 hours from now, tomorrow night's video, then at least you have something to look at and watch out for. This is an if-then statement. If this happens, then, you're not buying, this is not buy now, but what's going to happen is, essentially this will run up to this confirmation line right here. Okay, and then the actual breakout is going to happen there. The bigger breakout, the safer breakout is going to happen up here. Okay, you got your targets up here, but you got decent gains of this cup and handle for DLT, something to watch. Just so you guys see this cup, you get this rounded bottom, and then this handle, which is really a falling wedge, breaks to the upside, 68% chance. And then you get your move, like we talked about, builds the cup and handle, and then you get a breakout of the neckline, and you'll see a price increase based on the depth of the cup. Okay, so again, basic trading strategy, real easy to understand. Start making some of these charts. I will help you change the game completely. So this is Gavin Wood of Polkadot, and he's kind of upset because he stated in this tweet some unscrupulous exchanges listed the new DOT today rather than Friday. Friday is a denomination day that's been agreed upon by the Polkadot community. So they can't control what these exchanges are going to do. They can just urge them to stop, but they're concerned about it over at Polkadot. So Gavin came out and he said, hey, do not be fooled by suspiciously low DOT prices. Any DOT trading currently taking place is not sanctioned. Impatient exchanges have implemented the 100x DOT split before the community is ready to make the change. And so they're feeling like, hey, users are possibly at risk because people think they're buying DOT at ridiculously low prices. This is a project that a lot of people talk about. It just hasn't been maybe listed on some of the exchanges that I've been using. And so it's one of those, I'm curious to see how it trades. But I want you guys to focus on, as far as coins to trade right now, DeFi coins are hot. New coins on Binance are hot. Anything added new pumps at some point. You just also focus on any project with a bunch of news. Like if there's a page full of news of everything that's going to happen, date-wise going forward. Let's say Cody has got an amazing 4 months of the year. Doc has got mainnet and testnet coming. So look for those kind of ideas too. So focus on those coins are strong because retail is going to pick them up. Find strong technical patterns behind them. And then, those are the coins to watch as far as trades to make in this market. Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance started breaking out to the upside, which is bad for the altcoins. And so I was saying, hey, pay attention, see if this retest hold, but it looks like it's trying to fall back into this larger falling wedge. So basically, when Bitcoin dominance increases, means money's going into Bitcoin. So altcoins don't trade as easy. So when this is trending lower, so what we want to see, and I talked to you guys about this in yesterday's video, if this is trending, what the altcoins want to see would be Bitcoin dominance to just head a lot lower, okay? 1% or 2% price move here, Bitcoin dominance is like a little mini alt season. It's double-digit green day all over the altcoins, and so just keep an eye on this. This is like the on-off switch for the altcoins. Now, total 2. This is the total market cap of all the altcoins, and you see it actually, the entire market cap of all the altcoins, it was down about, from its peak, is down about 10%. And there's some double-digit red coins on Binance, which I want to talk to you about in just a second. But Bitcoin, CME, gap filled, and I talked to you guys about this the other day. Now it's actually a support level as well, and you can see the price action has found support right here at about 11,700. Is this going to hold? Is this going to hold? So right here you've got your rising wedge. Okay, again, if this doesn't hold, again, you expect some downside. So have a plan in place now. Make sure you got stop losses in place. Make sure you're taking the precautions. Remember, being a successful trader is not about being right all the time. It's about managing risks. There's a time to trade and there's a time not to. There's a time to be in tether and there's a time not to, right? And so that's where we're at. Again, if we get to this double bottom type pattern here, you can see some continuation to the upside. But right now, it's all eyes on Bitcoin. Go to Binance. If you guys do not have a Binance account right now, set one up today. There's a link in the description. If you're in the United States, you'll have to use PureVPN. But this exchange, the cheapest possible fees you can imagine out of all the exchanges, the most coins, the best liquidity. I highly recommend it. Now, if you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.